Welcome back to another episode of Motogp Mac, and today we're going to talk about Marc Marquez missing the next Grand Prix in Argentina due to fracturing the metacarpal in his right thumb in the crash during the Portuguese Grand Prix on Sunday. Now, to speak briefly about the crash, at first I 100% thought that this was another Marc Marquez missile that he just blew into everyone and took people out. However, looking at it and hearing from Marc after, he said that he locked the front wheel. He then collided with Martin and then T-boned into Miguel Oliveira. Now, how Miguel Oliveira didn't break anything, I will not know ever, but while he was on the ground clearly in a lot of pain, there was no broken bones for Miguel Oliveira. However, Marquez was seen around the pits in a cast. Now, Marquez, to be fair, he did go and apologise to Miguel Oliveira and to his team members, and genuinely you could see him at the side of the track. He was, apologetic and checking on Miguel Oliveira. Not that that means anything, but you got an understanding, I suppose, that he didn't mean for this to happen and this was clearly a mistake. But a couple of riders, including Aleix Espargaro and Jorge Martin, were very, very angry and were calling for Marquez to be banned at minimum for one race. When the long lap penalty or the double long lap penalty was handed down to Marquez, Marquez accepted it immediately, and this is a clear sign for me that Marquez accepts that he was at fault for the accident. Regardless of whether he locked the front wheel, he was the one pressing the brake lever. So yes, he was 100% responsible for what happened, but I genuinely do believe it was a mistake. Now, he should be punished more than a double long lap penalty in my view, because Marquez does have form for having these types of mistakes and accidents. So I do believe the stewards should have been a little bit more firm with Marquez. However, a one race ban I don't think is the right punishment, but I think there could have been something a little bit more severe than a double long lap penalty, if I'm very honest. Now, the reason I say this is because when Joan Mir took out Fabio Quartararo, it wasn't even a third as bad of an incident as what happened in turn 3 there. So I just think that there could be a little bit of more or better consistency from the stewards than just handing out a double long lap penalty. Now, the other side of the coin here is that this is definitely a setback for Marc. Over the past couple of years, his best friends really are surgeons, and having surgery yesterday, Monday, in Barcelona, will he be back for Cota? We don't know. Now, a lot of people seem to believe that because he's not attending the race in Argentina, that he's going to get away scot-free from his double long lap penalty, which I don't believe is the case. It will be on the next race that he enters. Now, Cota, if I can remember correctly, it's turn 13 and 14 is where the long lap penalty is, and it's actually not a bad place to take the long lap penalty. Kind of reminds me of the one in Silverstone. It's quite short and the corner is very slow anyway, so he will actually maybe not lose a lot of time through that. But again, it's just not the ideal start that Marquez wanted. Yesterday on Sunday, he was an absolute hero doing a double overtake in turn 1 or just after turn 1, and to be fair, he's gone to a 0 for making the mistake in turn 3 on Sunday's race. So I definitely just think there does need to be a bit more consistency within the stewards, especially the same stewards were there at that weekend. Do you know what I mean? If you look at Mir and Quartararo's incident versus Marquez's, how they can deem a double long lap penalty is sufficient as a punishment, I don't know. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. If you were a steward, what punishment would you have given Marc Marquez for the incident? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.